YouTube, Mike here. Hey, transmission on 67, kind of an update video. Called a couple of mechanic friends of mine. Actually, I called 3 of them. And the first mechanic said, bring the truck to me. I will drop the valve body in the transmission, clean it up. It sounds like you got a sticking valve in the transmission, in the valve body. $225 later, I'll have you going. I said, okay. And I said, well, it's probably going to have to be after Christmas. Well, called another mechanic friend of mine. He said, sounds like you got a sticking valve in the valve body. Change your transmission fluid and filter, and maybe that'll flush it out. I might have to do it twice. I said, okay. So I called the third one. The third mechanic told me to dump Trans-X in it. And I'm not going to do a review video on this Trans-X, but he said dump Trans-X in it. Run it for a couple 300 miles. Change fluid and filter. And see if that fixes it before you change your fluid and filter. He says, if not, I'm going to have to pull your valve body, clean it up, put it back in, and it's going to be about 250 bucks. So, I told him, due to the fact that it's Christmas, getting close to Christmas, I'm going to try the Trans-X. And on this bottle, I don't know if you can read it or not, but it does say that it cleans out sludge and conditions the seals, and it helps for a smoother shift, which I don't have a problem shifting from first to second. I just got that problem, it won't shift into third. So, unless I back off the throttle. So what I'm going to do, yesterday when I had the pickup warm, my dipstick, and I made that big old mess with my transmission fluid, if you remember. I was right at the line that says add a pint. Well, a pint is 16 ounces. This is 15 fluid ounces. So my transmission's not going to be over full. So I'm going to go ahead and dump it in there. And then later on in this video, when my son wakes up, he works nights just like I do. When he wakes up, I'll go ahead and start it, let it run, let it warm up, get that stuff flowing through that transmission. Then we'll go for a drive. So we're going to try the Trans-X, and we'll go from there. Guys, excuse my mess in my workshop. I've been blowing and going on a 67, and I hadn't been picking up after myself. I'm kind of doing that today because the weather's like crap. It's blowing about 35 miles an hour, and I want to feel like I got something accomplished today. So if I get this workbench cleaned off, which is also my welding table, and get my bed frame that I'm building moved somewhere that it's out of the way, I'll feel like I got something accomplished. But back to the Trans-X bottle. I wanted to read it in my shop so y'all can hear me. It says on here it's for light, medium duty trucks, stops leaks, cures slipping, harsh shifting, and protect internal engine parts, or transmission parts, excuse me. And somewhere on here I did read, I don't know where I read it at, and it has a double money back guarantee on it, so that has to be good. Somewhere on here it did say that it had a cleaner in it to remove the sludge and stuff. So I'm going to give it a shot. I dumped it in there already. Like I said, my son's sleeping. I'm going to just let it sit in there until about noon. Then we might take it for a ride. But excuse my mess in the shop. I am not necessarily a hoarder, but I get busy with projects. I only have a couple hours every day before I have to lay down and take a nap. So my goal is to get this table cleaned off, and then we'll go from there. Well, so much for cleaning. I got bored and I started getting busy, and then I totally didn't even think about recording this. But what I did is, this is a template. This wood is a template of the back fender well on the Monte Carlo. And I have some rust I got to deal with. So I came in here and I cut me out a piece of sheet metal, measured my body line, bent it a little bit over some angle iron, and then went and traced it on the car. I still got to do some cleanup here, but I should have recorded this to show you how I made this patch, but I got I got plenty of more patches to make. But let me go out there and show you on the car what I'm doing. As y'all can tell, this right here is rusted out, and it's actually rusted further back. And then I'm going to have to build the piece that goes underneath there and correct that rust. Then what I did was I measured my body line, and I drew lines on my car and figured out where this needed to go exactly. And I made it a little bit longer than my template so I'd have some stuff to work with. Then I drew another line. And this is actually almost too far down. I drew another line, or where I'm going to cut it the first time, so I can make sure that I got good solid metal. And I probably can make this patch a little thinner. So I might be able to cut this line out and then grind my patch to fit. And then I'm going to just butt weld it in. And I already have this patch made. It's in the trunk. I made it too short. I made it from here to here. So I made this patch longer so I could cut it, so I can move that to here. Then after I get all them patches welded on here, I'm going to take me a 1-inch strip and build this bottom lip. You know, I'm going to connect it wherever I finish cutting it here, and I'm going to build that bottom lip. Then all I have to be concerned with is rebuilding the bad parts on the inner fender well, which y'all can't see anyway. And I'm going to start doing some rust repair on this car. I got to get on this car. I don't know if I can get. I rebuilt this side the same way. So let me go back in my shop where it's not so windy, and I'll try to keep this short. But like I said, I'll cut me another 1-inch strip and tack and weld it and build that bottom lip for the outside sheet metal. Then on the inner fender well, I'll make me another lip and find me a piece of pipe or whatever and bend it to match that inner fender well and tack weld that in. It's going to be probably be a half dozen pieces or so to fix all the rust underneath that car. And then I'll grind it smooth, rust treat it to protect the metal, and then I will spray the rubberized coating under there, because all the fender wells need the rubberized. Well, the back two does. The front two are plastic, so they don't really need it. So I'm sorry I didn't record this. I got busy, got bored. Cleaning up my messes from working on stuff. I just feel like I got a little bit more time to do other stuff. But I do need to get the shop cleaned up. I got a bed frame here I need to finish for my bed, and I got all kinds of projects. So just keep watching my videos. Guys, it is super windy. We're supposed to get freezing sleet and everything else. I'm in the 67. Man, this thing starts so easy. But what I'm going to do Because I'm going to go see if that Trans-X works, and I'm going to take y'all with me. So, I'm going to let this thing warm up for a minute. Got a half a tank of fuel now. I am going to have to work on that fueler neck. I'm going to do some improvements. It took me about 8 minutes to pump $20 worth of gas. So this will give that Trans-X some time to pump through the transmission. So I'm gonna pause the video so I can back this thing out of here. I got my extension cord with my drop light out in the driveway, and I don't want to run over it. I got the battery tender on the Monte Carlo. So let me back this out of here and we'll see what happens. I hope y'all can see all those leaves and stuff. We're supposed to have winds today of 35 miles an hour continuously, and a gust up to 70. So I just want to take the 67 around the block a couple times, and I probably won't record all of it, but I want to see if that Trans-X going through there makes any difference. There's first to second. The transmission's cold right now, so it's not shifting as smooth as it was yesterday. But I'm gonna just run it up here down the block a little bit. There's first and second. I had to back off the throttle a little bit there, but I don't know. I might have to spend the 250 bucks. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and pause this and drive around the block a couple times to see what happens. Now, guys, I don't know. There's first and second. I don't have to back off the throttle as far to get the shift now, but I mean the stuff hadn't been in there but maybe a mile. I'm gonna drive it some more and see if I can't get it to, and it needs to probably be a little bit warmer of a day, but it shifts. I mean, but you have to back off the throttle. I might have to call, I don't know who to call. Probably needs that valve body cleaned in this transmission. So I'll drive it around some. Probably change the transmission fluid and filter. It's really easy to do on this one, but the cross member's not in the way. So, all right, guys, we tried it. I hadn't made up my mind yet. Like I said, I hadn't drove it that far, but okay, guys. As you can see, I'm in my kitchen. I got my Thanksgiving goodies there that I still have to cook. There's some more right here. But anyway, at the end of this is going to be the end of this video. And per request of some of my subscribers, new and old, I did set up an email address. It's whatsmikedoingtoday without the question marks at yahoo.com. It's whatsmikedoingtoday, all lowercase, no question marks, at yahoo.com. I am going to put it in the description so y'all can get it there too. And guys, I really want to thank y'all for y'all support. Without y'all, you know, this channel can't grow. the videos can't get shared. Y'all can't, I mean, there's, without y'all telling your friends, I mean, I really appreciate y'all. But we're going to have a little fun at the end of this little video I'm putting up. This is a 32-ounce jar of quarters. I'll show y'all right quick. It's almost full. I can barely get my finger on the top of it. And I just want to play a little game. It's all quarters. Nothing but quarters in that 32-ounce jar. Y'all comment and tell me how much money's in that jar. I'm taking it to the bank right now. As soon as I get done doing this. And I don't know. I'll have to check and see if I'm blessed this month or not, or next month. The winner, the closest to the amount, that winner, I don't know. It is close to Christmas. I don't know if I can't send you a small prize. I don't know. But you'll know that you won when in the comments I put underneath your comment, well done. That will be well done. Then if you get the well done, go ahead and email me and we'll go from there. I can't guarantee you anything. It's just a fun little game, but it is Christmas time, guys. So thank y'all for watching my videos. I can't stress that enough. And please like, subscribe, hit that bell, let YouTube know I'm doing a good job. And I really appreciate y'all. Till the next one.